Nice work, Gage. Now that we've dammed that river, we can get into the secret passage. After you. Gage, any second they're gonna turn that water back on and, well, to cut to the chase, this suit can only be dry cleaned.
I don't think there's any real threats here, but let me make a save anyway. So that's the way out. We are directly underneath where we just were.
That dais structure in the room's center shows some stunning craftsmanship. This chamber must be sacred since the dais is covered with ornamental bullheads.
So if you ever see anything covered with bullheads, chat, it is sacred. I was not trying to climb up there just yet. Can I move past this? There's another channel. But I can't go that way. Good. Okay, so it seems this is the way to go.
If you ask me, and I suppose you just did, the mural is depicting the ceremony that the olive oil woman spoke of. She told us that the Gaelith floats up on a column of water and imbues the water with healing properties during the initiation rite for the Templars. The pyramid object in the mural might be the Gaelith.
That thing. So I need to trigger this ceremony, or trigger the column of water, grab the legacy, and then disappear. Someone's holding a bowl there, possibly of oil or water. As an offering, perhaps?
Gage, the writing on this mural is a variant of Linear A, one of the oldest known ancient Earth languages. I'll try to translate as literally as I can. We are the children of the Earth Mother. Long ago, she lived among us, protecting and teaching our people. Her power and knowledge were beyond measure. Before she left us, she entrusted our priests with the power of life, the power to heal and renew, the gift of immortality. We must honor her memory by always guarding the Earth Mother's blessing.
I get the feeling that the Earth Mother was an alien. Nothing there, nothing here. Who are you? Saros. I've heard your name, but I don't remember the context.
We are the second children of the Earth Mother, doomed to be consumed by her first children, the sun and the moon. As the two enemies move through the heavens, both fighting each other for the Mother's power, the world beneath trembles from their terrible might. We know that one day they will come together and cause the dark day that will destroy our city, the Kalos Kalire.
And yet they are celebrating it. They're celebrating the end of the world. Although this time it was a literal, because that's when the Cyrolans and whoever else returned.
They seem to have incorporated the sun and the moon into their religion mythology. The eclipse of the sun and moon represent the day that the Cyrolans and the Quoth Thalas battle over Atlantis and destroy the city. Following the assumption that the Atlanteans believed the aliens were gods, the Earth Mother that appeared before the Templars and gave them immortality must have been the Sosequi, posing as their Earth deity. The symbol in the middle of the mural must represent the artifact of life that the Sosequi aliens entrusted with the Templars.
Oh boy. I do not know how to feel about any of this. They're going all in on aliens meddling with our past. Okay, who do we speak to you as? I'm thinking a guard is best.
Who are you? Why are you here a day early? No, this was not the plan. Go back. Tell them I will deal only with Padros.
Only with the beggar. Yeah, I recognize you now.
Either he's one of those trendy young Elliot Sinclair impersonators, or Saros is Elliot Sinclair. From the looks of his outfit, I'd say he's an important guy around here. Something about being a Templar allowed him to live until your time. Thousands of years later. Think it's something in the tap water?
He's either an ancestor or it is actually him jumping back through time, living out his life. But wouldn't that cause a grandfather paradox? Pathos.
Padros. I'm glad to see they agreed to send you. You know, seeing you again brings back the good times we had during initiate training. That is until... Well, I wish I'd had the courage back then to stand with you instead of biting my tongue and grudgingly accepting the Templars' insular views. I was a coward.
Again, can we talk about how you started that conversation with, "Oh, it's good to see you"?
Yes, their views were very, insular.
Yes. And you were absolutely right. The Gaelith does not belong to the Templars. It was meant for everyone. What right do they have to determine who should or shouldn't receive its healing grace? And despite great risk to yourself, you stood by your beliefs, even though it would mean at the very least giving up an opportunity you had waited your entire lifetime for.
Opportunity to join the Templars?
Opportunity?
The opportunity to commune with the Gaelith. To find out if you were worthy of its most precious gift. Eternal life. But now you shall have your chance. I will not stand in your way. I hereby renounce my title of Guardian Templar. I haven't the stomach for it. But before I go, you will need this. It will no longer serve me.
I can't access that in my inventory. I want to see potentially if that was manufactured in the 2300s.
What will you do now?
When I became a Templar initiate, I truly believed the Order was my life's calling. But I now realize that I cannot do the world a service by sequestering the Gaelith from those in need.
Cut background noise.
I have been given a gift, and it's time I use it. I can help others, share with them the teachings of the Earth Mother. Her blessings were meant for all. Your courage has helped me to see this, and now I must call upon my own to find my way. Good luck, my friend.
You speak of a gift. Are you talking about time travel or something else? What is this thing, a sundial? Sun disk. Once again, having trouble reading this because there's so much flicker. This gear-like metal disc has the symbol of the sun emblazoned on its face. Good use of the apostrophe. Okay, well he's gone. I did get his disguise, but the thing is he's walked off now, so I assume that if I did not get his disguise, we would never be able to switch to him. Which makes me think that if I switch to him and speak to the others, we're not going to get anything critical.
That's not exactly a Casio, but it looks like some form of mechanism that tracks the passage of time. That must be what a moon meant by a clockwork device.
I've got to ask how many of my audience actually knows what Casios are.
See those prominent representations of the sun and moon? This device is measuring the movements of the sun and the moon through the sky. Call me crazy, but clearly this contraption could count like a clock to constitute a clever cosmic calendar. Capiche?
Are you telling me I need to make these two overlap? That sounded ominous.
Every clock needs some sort of stored energy to keep accurate time. I don't see a giant rodent treadmill, so I'd say this calendar clock is powered by measured volumes of water.
Was that path there before? Because if so, I missed it. I imagine so. Just getting my bearings. Why can't I walk that way? Ah, that's moved forward and that's revealed a secret passage. Got it. Okay, so I imagine what I need to do is trigger the water now and then come up here. The question is, how do I trigger the water? A bowl. It looks like he's doing something as well, but I'm not sure what. We have healing water and we have oil. I think it's good that we have one of each. But what am I doing with it? I don't see any receptacles or something we can do to use the bowl here. The fact that they needed oil delivered for the ceremony or delivered to the temple, that's gotta mean something. It has to. It can't not mean something. Okay, what am I missing? It looks like they're doing it on the top level. If you imagine that's the underground chamber. Above, either on this level here, which looks like it's roughly in line, but these dudes are a bit higher. They're providing offerings, so I didn't see anywhere where I could maybe interact upstairs, but maybe I have to do something with the bowl and the pitcher upstairs. I don't see anything else walking up here. The thing is, we're a long way away from this altar. And that's about as close as I can guess. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I don't believe the sun disk serves any other purpose. I didn't see that I could place the items here. The only other thought that I've got at the moment, and I'll cut in shortly, is that I might need to reverse what I've got in these items. If I look here, someone's holding a bowl. No, but I don't see anyone holding a pitcher. I really wish Arthur would say what he said again about this. I mean, he said the Gaelith was there, and that it comes up in a column of water, but he might have said something else which is maybe essential to trigger this. My only other thought at the moment is, let me put the sundial back here. And yeah, that's going to close it back up. Let me just see if there's anything on this path while it's closed. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm a little bit stumped at the moment. I feel like we've got everything we need to solve this area to grab the Gaelith, but I don't know what. Let me give this some thought and I'll cut in. I've actually got to go through that process every time I want to go back to the temple. We have to switch to the vendor, show the medallion, and then we can proceed. But I saw nothing useful here. I can use the bowl on that, but that's just going to exchange one fluid for another. Ah, I wonder what happens if we move this forward and then try interacting with it. One moment. Okay, this is interesting. I don't appear to be able to get out of this area if I've opened up the path upstairs. That's not an option. There's got to be something I'm missing up there, surely. What am I missing? Do I need a bowl of healing water? But even if I've got that, what do I do with it? Do I just drag it onto this thing from upstairs? Also, this looks sus. I thought that maybe I could put the gaff or the staff here to try and, I don't know, as a ceremonial thing or something? I don't know, but there's clearly something that I'm missing here. I just don't see what. And it's distressing because I'm really, really close to the solution. I'll cut in when I learn something. How do we trigger this thing? I can't get any closer to the altar or whatever it is from here. I do see that Arthur's thing is lighting up down there, but I don't know why. I'm just not seeing it. Unless... Hang on. No, surely not.
Brilliant work! Looks like your water clock repair correspondence class has finally paid off. Let's grab that rock and get out of here.
Can I reach it from here? I'll take that as a yes.
I can feel Sosikwi energy flowing from you. Show me what you have found.
This object was sheltered in one of the temples. Could it be the legacy?
Yes, this is a relic of the Elders. It bears the mark. The other inscriptions are very complex. I will attempt to translate, but my knowledge of Sosikwi is limited. We discovered long ago that several old Earth languages were actually primitive dialects of Sosikwi. This is only a part of the true legacy. The inscriptions speak of 3 vessels piously guarded that hold the powers of the legacy. This is only one, but Gage has given us hope.
Did you find objects like this in the other 2 temples?
Not yet.
I haven't searched them completely yet.
I briefed the World Senate on what's been going on. They lifted the suspension and have given us full sanction to search for the legacy. You must understand, Ambassador Yosala. TSA protocol requires that only agents stay in the command room.
I understand, Commissioner Baldwin. If you need our assistance, you need but to ask. I will devote all my energies to slowing the advance of the Quotha loss.
I'm kind of shocked that we just handed it over.
Dalton, I want you to pore over every molecule of this thing and run these inscriptions to our language database. We need information.
I'm gonna need someone knowledgeable to help me analyze this. Not to question your judgment, sir, but you just kicked that someone out.
I need to know who I can count on in a crisis. The only people I can fully trust are my agents.
Bring Michelle back. She's an expert linguist and historian.
Agent 3? She's a criminal, what's worse, a traitor. She captured and imprisoned you, remember?
No, I don't. That memory was erased.
True.
But she did give herself up to give us this chance. Put her under house arrest. Do whatever you have to do, but bring her back. We need her.
I can't do this alone.
Very well. I'll release her. But if she slips up once, she's history.
I think she might surprise you. I'll be back when I find another of the artifacts.
You should know. The Catholics have entered Symbiotory space. They are ignoring all other planets and continuing towards Earth. It is doubtful the Symbiotory defenses will slow them. Time is now our enemy.
So on the nose. I do notice at the very start of that cutscene that he said, I found the legacy from one of the locations. He didn't identify it as Atlantis. So I imagine whichever legacy we retrieve first, that we're going to get the same cutscene regardless.
Now I'm sure you're the only employee here. You're like a night watchman named Pops who comes around once in a while with a big ring of keys to make sure all the shiny metal things here still beep and look pretty. No one here to send us off again. It's not like I'm asking for a big goodbye party or anything, but a little appreciation would be nice. We're risking our necks here and... What? You got a get back soon card from Agent 3? Well, whoop-de-doo, Mr. Popular.
I don't know if you're making that up or if that's actually an object that's in the background somewhere. Yeah, Agent 3, I'm surprised we're actually bringing her back. You would think that there will be one other linguist somewhere on the planet that we could bring in at short notice, induct them into the TSA, tell them not to say anything under threat of death, and get them to do the job. Also, just prior to starting today's recording session, I did look. Yes, they did replace Gage's actor, and I believe they also replaced Norsen's actor as well. So yeah, I was right. They look and sound different. Okay, I need to stop recording now, but that one is done. And I don't believe we're going to get anything additional out of there at short notice. I can't think of any threads or places that I've not explored. And as far as the Andes Mountains is concerned, El Dorado, I don't believe there's anywhere else we can explore either. Based on what I saw earlier, we might have to find some sort of cutting instrument to cut a rope to get rid of someone so we can get past and explore the rest of the level. So with that all in mind, I think it's time to check out the Himalayas and maybe check out the lost city of Shangri-La.
There's the Tibetan monastery we saw spilled all over the ravine. I have to say, it looks much better erect than wrecked.
Arthur, please. Okay then, new day, new recording. I assume that's where I started in the prologue, and we went down here, and the ruins were down here perhaps. So it looks like I've got two ways over. I can either go this way or that way. I'll start with this way.
Here, Swiss Miss grows only the finest hot chocolate beans.
Oh, that bloom effect. Or whatever it's called. Okay, we have someone else sleeping here. A pilgrim. Let's go talk to the pilgrim. I know it's supposed to be pilgrim chat.
Gage, you're wearing a time suit. Do you see a problem here? In all likelihood, that human roadblock is a Buddhist pilgrim, and from his ragged appearance, he endured a difficult journey to reach this place. The pilgrim seems overwhelmed with reverence. Maybe he saw you coming and thinks that you're the great chameleon god, descended from the heavens. Tell him that you demand a large sacrifice of bugs and insects.
Can I beat him to death with a staff? I thought there might be a way through there, but I'm guessing not.
That white lawn ornament beside the path is called a chorten. It's a sacred monument that marks a path to a holy place. According to religious lore, sacred items or the remains of holy people are placed within them.
What, like urns or something?
Come to think of it, that temple building across the ravine looks as if it was built in the shape of a giant chorten. Or maybe I'm being terribly Freudian.
Yeah, I thought there might have been stairs there, but no. It feels like the bridge should collapse at any moment, but we haven't died once this game, so I'm assuming there are no deaths. Can we disguise ourselves as a sheep? Ooh.
Look at the ground on this side of the bridge, Gage. It's green. Some technology is keeping ice away from this side of the mountain. This culture must be advanced. They have invented the Zamboni centuries before its time.
Arthur? I'm colorblind, but I'm not that colorblind. Yeah, there's some green grass there, but that is brown. A very disgusting shade of brown. Can I pat the sheep? Or whatever these animals are, bulls?
The shrine of the animal realm. To enlighten the savage. The shrine of the animal realm. To enlighten the savage.
I can't help but feel that's something there, that little hole at the bottom.
That's a statue of Buddha, the holy man responsible for creating the Buddhist religion. Before becoming a deity, Buddha was known as Siddhartha, a man from India who transcended worldly suffering, becoming a paragon of spiritual perfection. I believe those deer represent Buddha's first sermon in Benares, India, where it was said that even the animals approached to listen.
I assume Arthur's talking about this thing, not these two things.
I think we've wandered onto the petting zoo. Get a quarter and let's find the yak feed dispenser.
Yak.
How cute, a black and white snuffleupagus. In Tibet, yaks are a major natural resource. The milk they produce is turned into a treasured butter product. Yak butter is used in food, tea, candles, and even used to make incredible sculptures. So, don't be surprised one day when Tibetans invent cold fusion from the curdled milk of yaks. Many devout Buddhists are in fact vegetarians. Tibetans often left animals under the care of monks to protect them from slaughter. Someone might have brought those beasties here to prevent them from becoming McYaks. A lot of people don't know this, but before there were wax museums, there were yak museums. Yes, I'm kidding, Gage.
No comments. They're kind of cute. I can't pat the yaks. 2 out of 10. There's some sort of lever behind this grate. I assume that's going to get pulled, and that's going to kill the yaks. I also can't use my chameleon disguise on the yaks. Wouldn't that be something? Okay, I assume we can get up there. The other path is above me.
Now, this is interesting. The walls on this building are partly made of a slightly translucent paper to allow sun to pass through. It reminds me of a greenhouse. A greenhouse in the Himalayas? Isn't that like looking for an ice needle in a butter haystack on a very hot day? I don't think I've quite mastered this simile thing yet.
I would have said analogy, but I assume simile is the correct word. I nearly failed English after all. I've come a long way down a one-way path and I'm sort of thinking I should go back, but let me find a dead end first. Can I go any further into this garden? Did not mean to click that. No, I think that's as far as we can go in that direction. I can go here, but that looks like a dead end. Can't go that way. Can't go this way. There's nothing hiding on the tree. Okay, let's try the doors. I'm very glad I switched.
Ah, a new face on the mountain. I am Imul, keeper of the greenhouse and the shrine.
Arthur was right. It's a greenhouse.
Gosh, Keith Richards hasn't changed at all.
Jesus.
Tell me about the greenhouse.
Gladly, traveler. To sustain the brothers of our order, we grow our own food. Heat from tunnels below the monastery sustains the crops and even allows the wishing tree to thrive.
Wishing tree?
What is the wishing tree?
The tree at the center of the greenhouse is the wishing tree. It is very old and sacred. The fruit it bears is a treasure and believed to grant longevity. However, the tree has been sick lately. I think the roots may have been afflicted.
Afflicted by what? Aliens?
What's wrong with the roots?
I don't know what to do. The tree should have grown fruit weeks ago. I went into the tunnels to inspect the roots, and I had found that they were rotting and sickly. I fear that the tree may die.
It's alright, you'll all be dead tomorrow.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Oh, we grew a wide variety of vegetables here. But unfortunately, the crops have been suffering lately. I am sorry, but my cold seems to be getting worse.
You sound like me at the moment, so I'm doing a lot of editing. But yeah, I'm coughing my lungs up in the background all the time.
How did you catch your cold?
I have not been able to give the Praetors their offering. I know that is why the crops are dying. The hungry spirits have been offended. They have blamed me for my failure and given me this cold.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like aliens to me.
Who are the Praetors?
One of the 6 realms of unenlightenment is the realm of the Praetors. Tortured spirits, damned for gluttony in previous lives. These ghosts live in our world, constantly tantalized by material possessions. They suffer, for they can never satisfy their hungers. It is the duty of our brotherhood to alleviate all sufferings, even the suffering of the Praetors.
Trying to appease ghosts.
Where are these steam tunnels?
A system of steam tunnels run underneath the monastery and taps into natural hot springs deep in the mountain. They were built long ago to bring heat to our monastery and to this greenhouse, so we could grow our own food.
Definitely aliens. No other explanation.
Tell me about the shrine.
The shrine for the Praetors' realm, the hungry spirit, is in this greenhouse. I am charged with making offerings to the ravenous spirits to appease them.
What sort of offerings?
Can you tell me what sort of offerings you make?
If you make offerings to the Praetors, you will prosper. If you offend them or hurt the earth, they will punish you. We appease the Praetors by offering the spiritual food.
Tell me about the spiritual fruit.
The wishing tree at the center of the garden bears a rare fruit that I offer to the Praetors' shrine.
So it sounds like we need to fix the tree, get the fruit, and then offer it at the shrine.
Goodbye.
Farewell, new friend. I hope to talk more with you later.
That there is the wishing tree, and the shrine is here as well, apparently. Where was it? I heard it. But I do not see it. I assume this thing on the right is where he makes the offerings.
Look, another Buddha statue. But that one is a different color. I wonder if there are any other colored statues around here. Maybe the ever-elusive fuchsia Buddha? The lotus is an important symbol in Buddhism. It is a symbol of wisdom and spiritual unfoldment, following the metaphor that the roots are in the dark mud of the earth, but the lotus head rises up to face the sunlight. Looks like there's another inscription on the base of that statue. To Aunt Edna, hope you're feeling Buddha, Cousin Morty? The shrine of the Praetus realm, to sate their eternal hungers.
We need to offer something here very clearly. Fix the tree, grab the fruit, and then dump it in there. Okay, that's something on the left. Maybe that leads into the steam tunnels of which the monk spoke. Or the gardener. I called him a monk. He's a gardener. I assume he is some sort of gardener monk.
Hey, I've been looking for a knife like that. Let's try and find another one and play Klingon Blood Challenge. Kapach! That means Frady Cat.
If that's actually a thing in Klingon, I will be impressed. I was thinking the alien's knife trick. Garden knife, a small curved blade primarily used to prune vegetation. Is it sharp enough to cut the rope? Also, can we take a copy of that? We can. Tunnel map. This colourful cloth has an intricately woven map design that shows a network of underground tunnels. Lots of twisty little passages all alike. Is it dark down there? So I don't know if I need to maybe use that map or look at it in more detail to try and figure out a path, similar to what we did in the Mars mining tunnels back in the day. Hopefully not, because that inventory screen is a little bit of a problem, as we've seen so far. Okay, what's down here? Ah, are we looking at the roots? We are. Can move forward.
These must be the roots for the tree in the greenhouse. They look a little sickly to me.
I actually wouldn't know. I'm not a gardener, chat.
Gage, don't panic, but we may have stumbled into a Turkish prison.
Where the hell are we?
This looks like a natural steam vent. It probably goes down pretty deep. The monks are using the heat from these vents to warm their monastery. Do I expect you to leave the steam tunnel? No, Agent Blackwood. I expect you to die!
Good game. Oh my god, I'm so lost.
You can thank phosphorescent yellow lichen for the romantic mood lighting in these tunnels. But from what I hear, all the fun's definitely in the red lichen district.
Oh my god. Do I actually need to look at this map? I think I do. Oh no. Okay, so... Damn it. I just gotta drag it up here to look at it. I want to say we are here. But that door was numbered 3. No, we must be here, surely. The path is split into 2, so we came straight here. I thought I'd be coming down here, but the thing is, we're in a path, or directly in front of us, we have a split in the tunnel. Oh my god, I should not be here yet. Not until I've explored outside. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me turn around and go this way first. Can I actually get myself killed negotiating these tunnels? Okay, that's numbered exactly the same. This is not where I was before. Or at least I don't think it is. Oh my god. I know I'm looping, but let me just go back this way and see where it leads. This is where having the ability to jump and return at the very start would actually be very helpful. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're not at the greenhouse, very clearly.
The dangling cylindrical columns hanging from the ceiling are victory banners. They represent the victory of Buddhism over ignorance and death. That other banner represents the victory of the Boston Dob-Dobs over the Nepal Red Yaks in the 44 series.
I'm ignoring you. Where on earth did we go? I assume I'm either here now or there now. Maybe even outside there. But just passing through these tunnels, granted I wasn't looking very hard, but I didn't see any of these symbols about the place. But we did start there, walked forward. I walked forward twice. I ended up in a room full of fire. I assume basically I've taken this path here. Down over here and then to the right, because we didn't run into any fire. So at this point I've either looped back to here and I'm now there, or I've somehow made my way over to this side, on the right hand side. I won't bring it back up. Oh dear. I feel so lost. And this music is not helping. Can I walk out of here? Okay, that could be a lot worse. A lot worse. We've seen that bridge before, haven't we? Yeah, I'd just like to get a look at the top of that building from afar. Is there a bell on this side? There's got to be, right? Are the tunnels the only way through? Okay, so that's the building with the... I've forgotten what they're called. And that is on the right-hand side. So we popped out here. We started in there and we somehow popped out of this building. Which means I must have taken this path here. It's about the only thing that makes sense. I thought there was a hole in the wall for a moment. Yeah, we've definitely been in here, haven't we? I don't think I can get up those stairs. Unless maybe I can turn left. I can. I thought that was another bell for a moment. Can I use a knife on this perhaps? I definitely want to take that knife back to El Dorado and see if I can cut that balloon rope. If I get stuck here or if I panic, I'll go back. So, God. You just scared the shit out of me, sir.
You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I know that, Arthur. I just want to see what he's called.
Greetings, stranger. Do you wish to cross the bridge?
Yes.
You must give the offering of the initiate before you can cross the bridge and enter Shangri-La.
I was just there, dude.
What kind of offering are you talking about?
It has always been a tradition for an aspirant seeking induction into our order to give a silk scarf before crossing the bridge.
Okay, we've got that. Granted, it's several centuries old, but we've definitely got it.
Gage, wouldn't it be funny if you asked him for his staff and he said with a straight face, "Never, infidel, you'll have to pry it from my cold, dead fingers."
I was thinking of making a Shin Megami Tensei Macedor joke.
Okay, he wants a scarf, that's fine. But if we get it and then he asks for mascara, I'm leaving. Where can I find a silk scarf?
Usually the family makes a silk scarf for the initiate. Silk is a rare treasure, but it is never far from worldly men. I am sure you will find what you seek if you look far and wide.
And about, I don't know, 2,400 years in the past.
Will this scarf allow me to enter?
Welcome to our order, initiate. Go back down the stairs. I will extend the bridge for you. For the protection of Shangri-La, I will have to retract the bridge once you cross. If you wish to travel over the bridge again, just ring the bell on the other side. Once you reach the monastery, seek Lama Dustin for instruction immediately.
Who?
Is that a llama with 2 L's?
Lama Dustin is the spiritual leader of our order. He's a teacher of Buddha's ways and the wisest man I know.
For a moment, I thought you said wisest.
Where can I find the llama?
Wisest.
You will find him inside the monastery. Once you cross the bridge, enter the prayer hall. Go there and he will train you.
Goodbye.
That nod. Okay, I don't think there's anything here. He will extend the bridge for us, so if we get stuck in this room, we have to go back there and grab the scarf. And this is going to take me back very close to where I started. And I see nothing on this side. So I do question whether speaking to him is actually mandatory. He is a Dob guard. The hell? So at this point I've got two choices. I either go through the tunnels again or I cross the bridge.